Righty ho. Memory lane time. I was thinking about our trip to South Dakota. In a nutshell, we left. You guys probably remember this. Well, Mandy and Chelsey might. Oh, Richard wasn't born yet, I guess. We left town late afternoon one day, I think, and our mission was to get to the Bighorns and stay at our favorite camping spot. I can't remember what weekend this was, but it was a holiday weekend, so getting our favorite spot was going to be out of the question before we even knew it. Anyway, we took off in the Toyota pickup, pulling a little camper trailer that we had back in the day, and all's well. Get up the mountain, try to find a camp spot, can't find one. Every place was packed. So now it's starting to get dark. We're going all over the mountain trying to find a spot. Can't find a spot. And me and my brilliant thinking, I remember saying, hey, there was a meadow just right outside the road, down the road a little ways. I'm thinking, let's just pull off there for the night and then we'll head off in the morning. Lesson one, I learned to get out and walk in front of where you're going to drive if you ain't 100% sure what you're driving into. So we take off and we go off the road and into the meadow and don't make it too far, and we just sink all the way up to the axles. It was a marsh. So I'm doing everything possible to get out. We ain't going nowhere. So my bright idea, I thought, well, I'll disconnect the trailer, at least get the truck out, and then maybe pull the trailer out with the truck. I don't know, backwards. Well, I unhooked the trailer. The truck moves a few inches, and that's it. We're stuck. By now, I'm opening the doors, and the ground is level with the floorboard. Well, guess what now? Thunder and lightning starts happening, and it starts pouring rain. So into the camper we go. Camper is far from being level, tilted all crazy. But we made the best of it and tried to get a few hours of sleep. So early the next morning, I remember seeing this big piece of equipment down the road somewhere. I think it's called a skid or something like that. Anyway, it's used for logging is what it is. Had some big old hooks on the front of it. A massive winch. So I'm thinking, well, I'm gonna go check that thing out. The girls had, one of you had a scooter, a foot-powered scooter, so I got it out of the Toyota and down the road I go on this little scooter. What an idiot. I'm sure the people were looking at me like, look at that guy. Anyway, I get to the big old piece of Caterpillar equipment, and of course there's no keys in it, and my right thinking, I'm thinking, well, I'm not thinking, I did, I hot wired it. So I'm feeling all He-Man proud, and I'm coming down the road in this huge old thing, learning how to drive it as I'm driving it. And this thing had a massive winch on it. I mean, the winch was like this big around on it. The cable was like that because it was used for pulling logs and stuff. So I get the winch out and I hook it up to the Toyota, and I think I pulled the Toyota back far enough to hook it back to the trailer, and I I get them two hooked up, so I'm unhooking the winch cable, gonna hook it onto the trailer and pull them both out. And this guy comes over and he goes, "Oh, so and so is gonna be pissed when he sees his equipment out here." And I'm like, "What?" I said, "This doesn't belong to the forest department." And he says, "No, it belongs to so and so." And I'm thinking, "Oh my goodness, I'm gonna go to jail now for stealing a piece of equipment." And I should have just finished doing what I was doing and pulled it out of there and got the heck out of there. But instead, I left the truck and the trailer, which are hooked up now, together. And I head down the road with that piece of equipment, and I took it back. And I remember trying to like cover up the track marks with my feet, you know, scuffing the dirt over them. Oh my goodness. Anyway, I get back on my little push scooter, the girls', and these guys stopped by. They're on some four-wheelers. The four-wheelers went around that. They were relatively new on the market, and there was two of them. They stopped by and they said, "Well, maybe we can pull you out," you know. And I'm thinking, there's no way these little four-wheeler things are gonna pull us out. Anyway, they both hook up, and sure enough, they yanked us out of there. And we threw you kids in the truck, and I hauled down that mountain the other backside as fast as I could. We were all covered in mud from head to toe. And anyway, we got down. I didn't get stopped or arrested or nothing like that. And we went to South Dakota and went and saw Flintstone Village and Mount Rushmore and the cabin that was crazy, defying gravity thing, and reptile gardens. Anyway, it was just an awesome vacation, I believe. We had a good time once we got over the mountain. So that's my memory of going to the Black Hills in the little Toyota. Love you guys.